Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. Today we are going probably with what's going to be the big one of the week, I guess. What people might consider the big one of the week. It's Nickelback, their brand new one, Get Rollin. I actually did a review on the first single off this one, San Quentin, a while back. And that one still hasn't changed too much for me, but I guess I'll just, in case nobody's listened to that one. Basically, Nickelback gets a lot of, they get a lot of hate. I actually have always liked Nickelback since I started liking them. The first single, their How You Remind Me, was the first one I ever heard. I know they had a couple albums before that, but, that was when they kind of broke. And I remember hearing it. I was like, yeah, it's a decent song. It's cool. But then the songs after that are the ones I actually kind of get into. And I actually thought, like Never Again is like one of I still think that's a great song. Lyrically, it's a good song. And then, after that, they got kind of cheesy with a lot of their lyrics and a lot of sexual innuendos and stuff like that. And that kind of I know with a lot of people, that kind of turned them off a little bit and kind of made them get a little bit of a bad rap, which is too bad because a lot of their songs are really good. The non-singles, I said that in the other review there, but the non-singles are really good songs, and they kind of get a bad rap for these cheesy 4-chord, pop songs. But I guess, how can you fault them? Chad, he found a formula that works and got them on the radio, gets people buying their stuff, and then you get to hear the other good songs. So, that being said, I don't really care for the lyrical quality of San Quentin. The song, is actually listening to it again, it's actually a pretty good song. Musically, it rocks. Got a great solo in the middle of it, and it's kind of formulaic. I don't know, but musically it works. It's fun. The song after that one, Skinny Little Missy. Here we go again. The funny part is the riff is cool. It's another heavy one. Cool riff. Lyrics a little bit, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about that one, except musically it's good. Another really good solo too. Ryan Peake, their lead guitarist, he can shred, no doubt about it. So then a track after that, Those Days. Now, the first thing I thought when I heard that was, here we are, Photograph Part 2, and lyrically it's pretty much that type of song. Back in we were young, living in those days, brings back the memories type thing. Musically, it's very feels the same. It's not the same song, obviously, but it's got that same feel. I could picture hearing this one on the radio. I'm sure we will 100,000 times. But I can live with it. It is what it is on that one. High Time was kind of funny. I guess that's where they got the title to the track, Keep Rollin'. I guess you can already figure out what the song's about. It gives me that, Rockstar Part 2 type feel to this one. Although, I think maybe Rockstar was had a little bit more uniqueness to it, even though I really don't care for that song. But I'd rather listen to High Time. This one, Rockstar, had a little bit more originality to it, if you can believe that. Now, track number 5 is a song called Vegas Bomb. Now that's cool. It's got some really mid-tempo. It's really heavy. The guitar sound in this one, excuse me, really killer. And another really, really good solo. Lyrically, nothing new here. Chad writes most of the stuff. I'm looking at the writing credits on this, and he's got his hand in every single song with a little bit of help on a few. But that was a good song. Last Rocker, however, there's not another hard rocker on the rest of this one. Tidal Wave, track number 6, I will say has a little bit more non-Nickelback sounding stuff going on. It's got different guitar tone that we're not used to hearing from them. It's kind of a moody type feel to it, although that's funny because the song's called Tidal Wave, but there's nothing heavy about it. It's more like a ripple wave. This is kind of what the song feels like. Loving You is like a tidal wave, I think was what the catch in it was, but it's kind of a mellow feeling sounding song, but it was actually enjoyable. Now, of course, we get on the track number 7, which I'm sure is going to be another big radio song. If it's not, I'll be surprised. But does heaven even know you're missing? What is this like? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rag on him a little bit here. This is like what, cheesy pickup lines, song title time or what? I don't know. That's rough. Song's decent. I mean, it's cool. Got a good melody. Same 4-chord structure that he likes to use to, get themselves on the radio. And a lot of these, songs that they had, Lullaby and whatever the other ones were there that were similar to that. But this one falls into that vein. Now, track number 8, Still Russ. It actually got a cool little country sounding-ish thing going on to it, but from that point on, you think it's going to get heavy, and then it goes right back into the mid-tempo-y type of, mid-tempo thing going on. Just not quite as catchy as the other ones. It was okay, but nothing really spectacular about that one. Horizon, however, does the same thing again. It's another just mid-tempo deal going on. That one and Standing in the Dark, they just kind of have that mid-tempo-y thing going on. Both cool, but you got so many of these in a row that I was getting really bored with this towards the end. And then we get to the last track, Just One More, which has this really different sounding, I'm sure it's keyboard, but it's got this violin type sound thing going on with a little different melody to something we hadn't heard before from them. However, right back in that same song structure again. So, the song's right around the 3.5 to 4 minute mark. Only one I think goes over 4 minutes, and that was that Still Rust one. So, I mean, overall, as far as a rating goes, I probably have to give it 6.5, just because it was a lot of the sameness over and over again. I think if these songs had been broken up over a few different albums and they'd thrown in a little bit more rockers, I probably wouldn't have gotten so bored with it. The songs on their own, nothing was horribly bad. I know sometimes there are other past albums have had a few that just I couldn't stand listening to, but it's kind of funny. I just saw or read an interview with these guys where they're talking about how they don't take themselves seriously at all, and they write these horrible lyrics trying to be funny, and then people bust on them for it. I guess reading that, it makes me not dislike the lyrics as much if they're really being honest with what they're saying there. So songs like Skinny Little Missy on this one don't seem like come on guys, or High Time. It's like, okay, if they really are just joking around, busting, whatever, I guess that's funny. If they're not seriously, aren't taking themselves too seriously. It's just kind of strange when guys get older and they're still singing lyrics like that in their older years. It's just, I don't know. Still, even if they are being joking around or whatever, it still seems a little strange, but whatever. It is what it is. Wasn't quite the big rock album that San Quentin led us to believe it was going to be, but I don't know. A few more listens, maybe I'll start liking it a little bit more. But I just got it, just went through it, and this is my first impressions of it, and that's kind of what this. Sometimes you don't get a second chance to make a first impressions, what they say. So this is one of those that didn't make a super huge impact, but it's not one that I'll hate listening to. But I may not pull it out to listen to all that much, but I guess we'll see. Tell me what you guys think of it. Always willing to hear your feedback, and whether it's good or bad, as long as it's not mean. There's a couple rude ones I've had lately, so those gotta go. It's not the place for this. Trying to keep it kind of positive and friendly. We're not gonna be mean to each other on this one here, and so if anything like that, just take it somewhere else. But this is supposed to be fun. This is all for fun. It's nothing serious. It's just music that we all enjoy, or sometimes don't enjoy. But anyway, there's no reason that we can't be decent with each other around here. So hopefully that'll keep happening, and a couple bad seeds won't ruin it. But anyway, just above and beyond all that, so let's keep having fun. Still want to hear from everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it, and glad to see a few new people coming on board here and talking, and been really enjoying it lately. So talk to you guys the next one. I'm going to do a few more this weekend here too. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to be running through, so a whole bunch of weird different stuff too. So be sure you check it all out. Talk to you guys later.